Eu-Armonia. Two years into our time in Cheyenne Wells, Sherry heard from a friend that Burlington, Colorado was looking for a teacher. Our son Matt had his master's in teaching but could not get a contract where he lived in Oregon. So Sherry called him, he called the school district, they had the interview on Skype, and just 7 days later Matt was in Burlington preparing for classes. He and Sherry flew to Oregon on 2 3-day weekends to bring his truck and stuff. He moved in with us at the parsonage. Being in Cheyenne Wells made trips to Albuquerque a lot easier than when we lived in Wyoming. Jane lived there, and Mom had a room at an assisted living center. She broke her upper arm several years before, and it never healed. Her macular degeneration made doing all the crafts she loved very hard. She did enjoy audiobooks and kept the library for the blind busy, sending her 5 titles a week. We visited and took her out, usually for food, when we were there. 2 of the pianos at the church were just a bit out of tune, so I got into ragtime. I tried to learn Scott Joplin's Maple Leaf Rag, but it was completely above my skill level. So I wrote arrangements for other ragtime songs as well as several of my own. Having Matt around was a big blessing. We both enjoyed discussing theology and philosophy. He had become a devotee of Joseph Campbell, who delved into how the myth stories of all the world's religion use the same emblems and plots. Dreams, Campbell said, are personal myths, and religions are social dreams. One image that stuck with me was that in Hindu mythology, 2 guards stand at the gate of fulfillment. One is named fear, the other is desire. I looked in Genesis and found that 2 cherubim guard the gate to Eden. To get to the tree of life and immortality, one must somehow get beyond fear and desire. Campbell championed the monomyth, the hero journey that is the universal story of a person called beyond former boundaries to face difficulties and to change and be changed by a great adventure. This is the story of The Matrix, Star Wars, The Lord of the Rings, and The Wizard of Oz. Even stories that are only slightly magical, like It's a Wonderful Life, express this deep truth about the human psyche and experience. Such stories help guide us through the ordinary, more random experiences of everyday life. Our glories and tragedies are never so well ordered, but all of us have a mythic structure that can guide us along the way. Matt was driving us to Albuquerque on the day before Thanksgiving 2015. A car pulled out suddenly in front of us, and our van was wrecked. Sherry's upper left arm was broken in 2 places. While she suffered from the pain and shock and our lives were tossed asunder, a number of miracles were ready for us. In a town that did not have rental cars, we found one. Her brake was well set by the hospital, and I found the perfect replacement car for our needs. Recovery was a long and difficult process. For Christmas, we went to see Mom by train, which was a rough ride for Sherry. Many trips to the doctor in Colorado Springs were needed, and the brace was just plain painful. A little kid at Wednesday Bible School asked her what happened to her arm. Sherry said, "I broke it." The child asked, "Why did you do that?" So the arm got broke, and Sherry toughed through healing and therapy. Life is an adventure, just not very well scripted. The good news of Christianity is this: no matter what, it will get better. Sure, the end is coming, and getting there can be hard, but death itself is not bad. Our work is to keep hope in front of us, even when everyone else is hopeless. My work came to an end on June 30th, 2016, when I fully retired. A parishioner had a semi-trailer in which we could store our stuff. Matt found a place in Burlington, so we moved in with him and started the next chapter. Eu-Armonia is Greek for good song. I would say that my 30 years in the pastorate proved to be a good song.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to click like and subscribe to hear more of Dave's life in music.